The United States is located in North America, and China is located in Asia. Donald Trump is the current President of the United States. Xi Jinping is the current President of China. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Beijing is the capital of China. The United States has a GDP of approximately $26 trillion, while China has a GDP of more than $19 trillion. The United States has a GDP per capita of $80,034, whereas China has a GDP per capita of $13,721. The United States exports are higher than China's exports. China produces more energy than the United States. The United States possesses 5,244 nuclear weapons units, while China possesses 410 units. The United States has a population of at least 341 million people, whereas China has a population of approximately 1.4 billion people. China has a total available military workforce superior to that of the United States. China has a total population available for military service superior to that of the United States. The total available population reaching military age annually in China is higher than in the United States. The total number of active military personnel available in the United States is 1,328,000 soldiers, while in China, it is 2,035,000 soldiers. The total number of reserve military personnel available in the United States is 799,500 soldiers, while in China, it is 510,000 soldiers. The total number of paramilitary forces available in China is higher than in the United States. The United States has a higher military expenditure than China. The United States has a higher external debt than China. China's total foreign currency and gold reserves are higher than those of the United States. China's purchasing power is higher than that of the United States. The United States has a total aircraft fleet strength of 13,043 units, whereas China has a total aircraft fleet strength of 3,309 units. The total number of fighter or interceptor aircraft in the United States is at least 1,790 units, while China has 1,212 units. The total number of dedicated attack aircraft in the United States is 889 units, in contrast to China, which has at least 371 units. The total number of transport aircraft in the United States is at least 918 units, whereas China has at least 289 units. The United States has a training aircraft fleet strength of 2,647 units, while China has 402 units. The total number of special mission aircraft in the United States is at least 647 units, whereas China has 112 units. The United States has an aerial refueling aircraft fleet strength of 605 units, while China has 10 units. The United States has a total helicopter force of 5,843 units, while China has 913 units. The total number of attack helicopters in the United States is 1,002 units, in contrast to China, which has at least 281 units. The United States has a total combat tank fleet of at least 4,640 units, whereas China has approximately 6,800 units. It is estimated that the United States has a total fleet of at least 391,963 armored fighting vehicles, whereas China has approximately 144,017 units. The United States has a total fleet of at least 671 self-propelled artillery vehicles, whereas China has approximately 3,490 units. The total number of towed artillery units in the United States is 1,212 units, whereas China has at least 1,000 units. The United States has approximately 641 multiple rocket launcher units, whereas China has approximately 2,750 units. The total number of warships and submarines in the United States is approximately 440 units, whereas China has at least 754 units. The United States has 11 aircraft carriers, whereas China has 3. The United States has 9 helicopter carriers, whereas China has 4. The total number of submarines in the United States is 70 units, whereas China has 61 units. The United States has 81 destroyers, whereas China has 50. The United States has a fleet of 0 frigates, whereas China has 47. The United States has a fleet of 26 corvettes, whereas China has 72. The United States has 0 maritime patrol ships, whereas China has approximately 150 units. The United States has approximately 8 naval mine warfare ships, whereas China has approximately 36 units. The United States has around 15,873 airports, whereas China has 531. The United States has 3,533 merchant ships, whereas China has 8,314. The United States has 666 ports, whereas China has 66 ports. China's workforce is larger than that of the United States. The United States has more available roads than China. The United States has more available railway lines than China. The United States' annual oil production is higher than that of China. The United States consumes more oil than China. The United States has a larger oil reserve than China. The United States' annual natural gas production is higher than that of China. The United States consumes more natural gas than China. The United States has a larger natural gas reserve than China. China's annual coal production is higher than that of the United States. China consumes more coal than the United States. The United States has a larger coal reserve than China. The total surface area of the United States is larger compared to China. The United States has a smaller land border compared to China. China has a smaller coastline compared to the United States. The United States has more waterways than China.